Hello Didvirs, a very warm welcome to our channel. It's very good to have you here. In this video we are going to have a look at the helpful wave on car scam. This is a very common trick used to cause an accident and then blame the victim. This is a staged accident scam where a seemingly courteous driver waves you on, encouraging you to proceed. Well, it could be merging, it could be turning, or it could be changing lanes, only for them or an accomplice to then deliberately collide with you. The goal is to make the crash looks like your fault so they can file an insurance claim for vehicle damage and injuries. If it preys on the universal rule of the road, the wavier is often considered to have ceded the right of way. Let's have a look at how the scam works. The scam typically involves one or two cars. Let's use the classic two-car example in a parking lot or left turn scenario, for example. There are players. Let's say there are two players. The first player is a wave-on car. Let's call it car A. It's a friendly-looking car that stops and waves you to go. And then the second car, car B, it is the slammer car. The car that is positioned to hit you, often hidden in your blind spot or waiting for the signal. How do they proceed? Let's have a look at the setup. You are in a situation where you need to cross a lane or traffic. Common scenario includes leaving a parking lot onto a busy street or making unprotected left turn from a side street or merging into a congested area. You are waiting for a safe gap, but traffic is steady. Then, the kind stranger shows up, driver A. The driver of car A comes along and, against the flow of traffic, comes to a complete stop. They make eye contact, give a friendly smile, and emphatically wave you to go ahead. They are creating a courteous gap that feels safe. Then you are in their trap. As you proceed, trusting their wave, another car, the slammer, car B, speeds up and changes lane to hit you. This car was often hiding in the blind spot behind the wave-on car, or was an accomplice farther back in traffic who was signaled to accelerate. Then comes the collision. You are hit broadside by car B because you were the one pulling out or turning across traffic. The accident appeared to be clearly your fault. Then comes the aftermath. Both drivers, driver A and driver B, they will deny that any waving has happened. The driver of car A will often drive away, claiming they were not involved, or they will stay and side with car B, stating, I have no idea why they pulled out in front of you. They will file a claim against your insurance for damage and often exaggerate soft tissue injuries. Why is this scam so effective? Well, the first reason is social pressure. The waver is being nice, and we feel pressured to accept their courtesy and proceed quickly so as not to inconvenience them. Violation of expectation will also make it effective. We expect other drivers to act in their own self-interest. This scam exploits the expectation by using a driver who appears to be acting against their own right of way. And the other thing that makes it effective is the waiver is liable meet. While a waive can be interpreted as ceding and the right of way, it does not make you free from ensuring the way is clear. Insurance companies will ultimately hold the driver who is moving into traffic primarily responsible. So, how can you protect yourself from this kind of scam? Let's have a look at the golden rule. Never trust a wave from a stranger. Trust only what you can see with your own eyes. Here are the specific steps to follow. Acknowledge, but verify. You can give a polite nod or wave to acknowledge the driver, but don't proceed based on their signal. Take your own visual clearance. Look past the wave on car. Check all lanes of traffic for yourself. Is there another car coming? Is there a motorcycle? Is someone changing lane? Assume that any gap created by a stopped car can be a trap. And always, it's a good idea to wait for a natural gap. It is always safer to wait for a genuine, natural break in traffic caused by flow of cars, not the courtesy of a single driver. If in doubt, don't. If the situation feels even slightly odd or too convenient, just shake your head no and wave the waiver on. Let them go. It's better to be safe and wait an extra minute than to be involved in a staged crash. And always use a dashcam. This is the ultimate defense. A front-end rear dashcam will provide irrefutable evidence of the wave-on driver's action and prove the intentional nature of the collision, protecting you from this kind of fraud claims. So, the helpful wave-on scam turns a common courtesy into a weapon. By understanding this trick, you can override the social impulse to proceed and instead rely on your own judgment to ensure the path is truly safe. Wondering why your insurance premium keeps climbing? Scams like this are a multi-billion-dollar part of the problem. You are at an intersection. The other driver has the right of way but gives you a friendly wave to proceed. It looks polite, but it's actually a trap. The moment you inch forward, they slam into you. Then they tell the police and the insurance company that you recklessly pulled out. Is your word against theirs, and without proof, you will likely be found at fault. So, never trust a wave that contradicts the right of way. The rules of the road are your protection. If they have the right of way, let them take it. And this is your number one defense, a dashcam. For at least $40, you get an unbiased witness that will prove the fraud and save you thousands.